The Canon EOS R5 II has been the subject of intense speculation, with rumors initially suggesting a groundbreaking 62 megapixel stacked full-frame sensor. Will the Canon EOS R5 II have a backside illuminated sensor, or a stacked sensor, or something more advanced? Canon rumors posted specs for the Canon EOS R5 II yesterday. They stated that the sensor would be 45 megapixels and be backside illuminated. But in less than 24 hours, they updated the sensor specs. But before we get to the details, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, helps this channel grow, and keeps you up to date on the latest camera coverage. Canon rumors posted that the R5 II would have a backside illuminated full-frame sensor. But then later in the day, Canon rumors added more information. Canon rumors now says, we believe it will be a stacked design. But many of you yesterday reached out to me asking, how is it possible that this 45 megapixel sensor, if that's the resolution, could be backside illuminated and also have a stacked design? Let me explain. A backside illuminated sensor takes all that circuitry that you normally find in a traditional sensor away from the front of the chip and puts it into the back. That gives light less distance to travel, meaning that more light is captured, giving us improved low light performance, dynamic range, and better color rendition in low light. And these benefits are important to understand because what the stack sensor does is take all the benefits, all the architecture of a backside illuminated sensor, and let's call that version 1, and comes out with version 2 with its own benefits. A stacked sensor adds very fast dynamic RAM or DRAM, as well as an image signal processor to the back of the chip, giving it yet another layer. And if you're counting, we're up to 2 layers already. This stacked sensor gives the camera the ability to be able to, well, process a whole lot more data a whole lot more quickly. It gives the benefit to the photographer and videographer of significantly reducing any rolling shutter, but more importantly, to be able to take those high-resolution cameras such as a 61 megapixel Sony or a 45 megapixel Nikon and Canon, the ability to shoot much faster than 20 frames per second lossless RAW to go to 30, 40, 50, or as in the case of the Canon EOS R5 II, if you believe the specs from Canon rumors, is going to be able to shoot at 60 frames per second. So better, right? So why is Canon rumors referring to the chip for the R5 II as being both backside illuminated and yet having a stacked design? Canon rumors did say that they pieced together these specifications for the Canon EOS R5 II from multiple known sources. So it's possible that perhaps these multiple known sources have got their information crossed. Some of them are saying that it's a backside illuminated sensor, where others are saying that it has a stacked design. But the interesting thing here, if Canon rumors is correcting this, they didn't help, well, remove any of the confusion, because in the first post, it was just a backside illuminated full-frame sensor. But then, when the post was updated, it then became, well, a backside illuminated full-frame CMOS sensor with a, well, stacked design. So if it was just a mistake, then there would really be no purpose for this video. The other option? This new 45 megapixel sensor isn't just a stacked sensor built off of BSI technology. It's a new type of triple layer stacked sensor. In Japanese patent application 2024-019961, which I told you about last month, Canon developed a new triple layer sensor. The patent solves the problem of creating a photoelectric conversion device that can operate at high speeds. I'll spare you a lot of the technical engineering jargon. To summarize, it's about integrating more components: the photoelectric conversion unit, the transfer circuitry, the readout circuitry, and the signal processing circuitry, all stacked in separate semiconductor layers. And this integration allows for a more compact and efficient design. Simply put, we get a much faster readout speed over traditional stacked sensors, such as the one found in the Canon EOS R3, which results in the camera being able to process a whole lot more data a whole lot faster. And that would support both specs such as 60 frames per second burst on a 45 megapixel sensor. I know what you're thinking. This might seem like a bit of a stretch, but if we go back to that Canon patent filing from 2024, you know the one, JP 2024-01-9961, it shows us something rather significant. No, you're not going to find it in the blueprints. What it shows us is what Canon has actually spent their hard-earned dollars and resources researching and developing it to the point where that they actually solved the problem. And that is the ability to take more components and put them onto the sensor, reducing cost, but also increasing readout speed, which is good for us as photographers and videographers. It shows that it worked, that they actually filed a patent back in 2022, and that it was published in early 2024. It shows not a rumor of wild and intense speculation that we've seen from much of the Canon EOS R5 over the past, year and a half or so, and that same goes for the Canon EOS R1. This patent application sounds like it's, not sitting on a shelf somewhere, but is being utilized by Canon. And as Canon makes their own sensors and image processors, they have the ability to quickly prioritize and, redo the fab to get ready for a new sensor if they come up with a design that works. And for further insight into Canon's triple layer stacked sensor, I invite you to watch this video that I published on February the 16th. I delve into the technical details of a triple layer sensor, the challenges that Canon addressed, and the advantages it provides photographers, videographers, and Canon themselves. But one thing I do want you to keep in mind, these latest leaked specifications for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II are from multiple known sources. And while they are from multiple known sources, the level of intense speculation about the Canon EOS R5 and the Canon EOS R1, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. If we go back to 2020, when we had the first published leaked specifications of the Canon EOS RS, that's what it was called, on January the 27th. Then on the 28th, Canon rumors corrected, saying it's going to be called the Canon EOS R5. It was a very detailed set of 12 to 18 specifications that were 100% bang on. Here in 2024 and 2023, any sort of rumors about the Canon EOS R5 Mark II or the EOS R1, I think the phrase intense speculation pretty much sums it up. But one thing is for certain, if we are getting close to an announcement date, as Canon rumors said is supposed to happen late April or early May, then over the next coming days and weeks, we should start to get more information coming out, validating the specifications, giving us more specifications, and giving us information about the Canon EOS R1, as well as some lenses that might be announced alongside either of these two cameras, such as the RF 200 to 500mm. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest, then I suggest that you follow me on Twitter, but also subscribe to this channel and choose all notifications. So that way, as soon as I publish a new video, you can be kept up to date on all the latest and greatest with all the deep analysis, not just talking about the latest rumors, but how they, can be validated against what Canon's already said in the past through their patent applications. And if you're interested in purchasing new camera gear, such as the Canon EOS R5 and the R5C, which pretty big sale. The Canon EOS R5 right now is on sale for $29.99. And at Adorama, you also get a 128GB CF Express Type B card, as well as a card reader. And the Canon EOS R5C, again at Adorama and B&H, is on sale for $35.99. So if you're looking at buying any cameras, whether it be from Canon, Panasonic, Nikon, Sony, OM Systems, or any lenses or accessories, and you're looking at purchasing them from, Adorama, B&H, and Amazon.com, then please consider using my affiliate links down below. These ones right here, I do have them in the description. It doesn't cost you anything, but I get anywhere from 2 to 12% back, which really, really does help this channel grow. It's what's allowed me to fund the, many purchases such as the 100 to 500, the 200 to 800, and the upcoming camera of this video, the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. The Canon EOS R5 Mark II. I need a second camera. It's really tough working with one camera for both, for all my photo needs. So I can't wait to have a second camera. I'm looking forward to that. But again, a big thanks to everybody that has used my affiliate links in the past. And one thing I did miss yesterday, when I recorded my video, I did mention the specifications for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, but somehow in the editing process, I had deleted that it's going to be, Well, it's not going to have a mechanical shutter. It's going to be all electronic, at least according to Canon rumors. So I did record that information, but through my editing process, I was in a rush, I accidentally deleted that. So in some of my comments, I'm telling people, yes, I mentioned that it's in the video. And it was, but it's on the cutting room floor. And I hate it when I do that. I hate it when I've got some important stuff that ends up on the cutting room floor. But that's the problem with shooting early in the morning. I have very little time to shoot, edit, and upload before I have to get ready for the workday. Tonight, it's a different story. I'm actually shooting on the same day as the news came out from Canon rumors. So I have a lot more time to edit, to piece things together, to, well, get it done so it's a whole lot more smoothly put together. So a big thanks to everybody for supporting me, for using your affiliate links, for commenting, following me on Twitter, liking, and all that wonderful stuff. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great day. Have yourself a great week. And stay tuned, because I'm expecting things are going to start to heat up. We're going to get actually validated leaked specifications. Then we'll start to see some leaked images. And then we'll start to get pricing information. Before you know it, it will be announced. And I will be doing a live stream once we have the date and time. So I'm really looking forward to this. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon.